Abundance gratitude, man. I decided to start 5 hours early because whatever I had going on the day got dealt with early, or I just didn't do it. But today is a special day, man. Like, we celebrating a body of work that I feel that is underrated in my catalog, in my body of works. Um, this album was a 12 track album body of work, and we gonna detail it track by track. Um, I'm gonna have videos relating to that topic of the album. We're gonna jam out, we're gonna vibe, but we're gonna also have a time of reflection because these songs are deep. But at the same time, you can have this album and you can play it through when you just chilling or when you just want to vibe out and escape the matrix or the reality that we perceive in this world. Abundance, Abraham. This is a celebration of better days, better ways. The album that I feel like people just don't talk about, but it got bankers, just like More You Can Fathom and some of the stuff you heard probably after that, Abraham. But um, this album I felt like was kind of like underrated. It's the second anniversary, uh, for the standard version that I did a deluxe that came out on this exact date. So I'm just celebrating all of his body of work because the demos is not as good as the album tracks, but the demos serve its own purpose and it has a message with it, but it's not as put together, but you can still understand where I was trying to go with the demos. And yeah, so I felt this album is like underrated because right before this album, I did an album called Comic Aggression, where that was a whole deep, dark album, but it still, went into the minds of, people that's dealing with a mental uh, wisdom, but still stuck in a way of trying to cope with this society. And then the album before that, it was a light album where I was just talking about love and the ambitions of understanding self. So this album was like the third album right before More Than Can Fathom, but it was like in the middle of two, giant albums. So I just felt like it was just underrated. And some people didn't they flocked to certain songs on this album in real life and even on, social media when I had my old page. But um these songs are deep, man, and I really like how I was able to feel at home with the vocals, feel at home with the writing and the production because shout out to the producers and on the production because this album wouldn't have been what it was without them. And I aligned with the production and wrote the lyrics in a way of I was able to express, the frequencies and stuff like that. So we gonna jam, man. We gonna jam, we gonna get together. And I'm gonna talk about each track one by one. And let's jump into it, man. Uh the first track I want to play is before I play it, I want to talk about each track. And then I got some videos where explain that concept too as well, or try to get close to that concept. So the first track that I'm gonna play is the very first track off the album. It's called Better Days, Better Ways, and it's basically I was just going through something at the time of 2023 because I lost. I wouldn't say I lost, but I was in a car accident. I was going through another mental uh I want to say like another mental battle. We always go through mental battles, but I was going through a mental battle where I was trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, and that's always a constant thing. But I made this song to reflect, um, on that situation I was going through at the time, and it is set up the album to come out because I just went through something, made that song. I'm like, okay, I still got energy. I want to say something else, and that's how each track came out. The source was like, okay, I know you want to say something, you want to speak, speak your truth and say your truth, and that's what came out from these albums. It was eight. I think it was a 12 track for the deluxe, but it's like an 8 track album for the standard version that came out in November. All right, so we'll just play it, man.
It's time for them to be judged for the pain, the hate, the greed.
Yeah, so as you can see, that was a perfect opening to describe the dedication and the resentment, and the commitment to improve. And it set the uplifting tone, yet a challenging tone to the entire record, because these songs is not something that you would hear in the club. These are not songs that you were like, damn, let me just put it on. You literally gotta have this whole album on and just sit back and reflect on your journey. And that's how I make my albums. Like, I have EPs where I have a vibe where people can be like, yo, put that on, and I vibe to it while I'm writing it or something like that. But then I have the albums where you gotta be at your house chilling on some whatever you do to relax and chillax, man. The album songs that I have, you have to just sit back and relax and just think about your journey in a good way too, to uplift yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this society don't do things and make us have avenues to want to uplift ourselves in the world where it just so stagnant for our involvement. And so this album was basically one of them albums where you got to sit back and just be like, I don't care what the fuck I got going on. It's better days, better ways, bro. Like, I feel it, I know it, and I'm not hoping it, I'm knowing it. And the action and the power is from within me. And that's how you grow from situations. So this next track is about flexibility and survival. It's about the concept of changing in the central, but a way of knowing that you are chosen and that you can adapt to these situations they try to bring to you to stop you. So this song right here, man, it's a timeline. It will discuss the timelines of the message that is being said, but at the same time, the adjustment to an ever-changing world is what is going on right now. And we got to be the change we want to see to have a better way of living. So let's jump into it, man. Adapt.
All we do is adapt.
Yeah, so as you can see, I just got a text message from T Style. He was like, he got a roll call, a casting for his movie short film, Troubleshooting Ain't Easy, and he got like he said four individuals and two. He got two roles, so he got six roles open. So anybody that's around the around his West Coast area, a central West Coast area, uh, if you want to hit me up and I'll link you up with him. But he got a movie coming out. But yeah, let's get back to the music. Um, that song at that would just basically me just getting steam off, man, because I've been seeing things and hearing things. I was just actually researching a lot of stuff and during that time, and I was seeing that kids was getting missed. It's still going on to this day. They are getting sex trafficked and they are getting kidnapped, and who knows what are being done to them. I heard about that. I was seeing how my people were just getting depressed about certain things in the system, and I was like, man, all we do is adapt, but it's like it's time to break away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And really focus on the individual survival and flexibility that we are able to do, but not playing the game anymore. Shout to Hurricane that in the building. Shout to Abraham. Appreciate y'all for coming. But yeah, so that song is basically me just getting steam off. And I just want the message to be with that song is that I know all we do is adapt, but it's to a point we gotta stop doing that shit and just step away and focus on our little communities and what we gotta do. Cause I'm tired of adapting, man. Cause that shit is killing us for real. It's time to just build and evolve away from this shit. And the time is now. It's no more waiting. I don't know what everybody, I know everybody have their lives and stuff like that, but the time is now, bro. The time is now to link up with individual tribes. And I know at the end of the day, it's not going to be a whole collective of people on the same frequency or the same game plan. But I do see individual tribes are being created within each city, like 5, 6, 7 tribes in each city are stepping away from the system and creating their own little thing. I do see that, and that is possible because everybody not gonna be vibing with everybody. So you gotta vibe with people that you vibe with. Create your own community within that shit. Separate from the system, and that's how we got to do. And that will be a collective movement. That will be the real revolution. That's what's gonna have happen for real. And that's profound, bro. Like that's profound. A shout to Eric. He said, on my way to meet my boss for talking the one with the little tight little nurse clothes on. The one you told us about the other day. But yeah, that is a deep track, man. All these songs deep, like I told y'all. So it's to a point where I see why it's kind of like an underrated album because after Comic Aggression and this, it was just so heavy. I felt like I had to really make a light more songs as far as like still getting the message to people, but make it more a little light where they can still kind of like vibe and still get the message because these songs deep. These songs are really deep, bro. And I still don't understand like the concept of these songs coming to me. And I know everybody else have a source that source gives them the message for their songs as well, but it's like these songs are just too deep. I can't even really explain it. I just create it and let the world do its course with the songs and stuff like that. And whoever attract to it, they attract to it because these songs is felt, man. It's very felt. And yeah, so the next track, since the two tracks like that, Better Days and Adapt was so heavy, I was like, okay, let me make a song that people can actually dance to, but still, like I say, have that message of independence, of self-knowing and self-empowerment. So this song right here, Get Up and Do You Right, a lot of people's favorite. I'm telling you, in real life, they love this song because it's a feel-good song that'll make you want to dance. Even I be dancing off this song. Every time it come on, I be wanting to dance. And shout out to the producer because this is his creation. but the way of the words frequencies with the instrumental and the flow and the hook, it makes you want to dance. So I had to lighten up the album just a little bit for this track to come on. After Better Days and Adapt, there was so much of a deep songs. I was like, yo, let me get a Soul Train going on, a Soul Train line going on. So this when this song came out.
Turn me up. They gon' love this. Get up and do your right. Get up and do your right. Don't let the 9 to 5 get you tonight. You have fun at night. Get up and do your right. Go outside. Live your life. Love yourself. Be yourself. Get up and do your right. 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 Don't let your boss call yourself. You do yourself right now. Get up and feel alive. Yeah, more to come when you feel at home. Get up and do your right. Get up and do your right. And do your right. Get up 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 and do your right. It's your time to shine. You can stop your life for people to feel alright. It's your time. It's your time to shine. You can't stop your life for people to feel alright. It's your time to feel shine. You can't stop your life for people to feel alright. It's your time to shine. Get up and do, get up and do. I love that, Roger.
Yeah, King. Shout out to Crystal and Vanna. You know, the goddesses, the divine feminines. You know, who stand on business with their truth. But yeah, you know, Get Up and Do You Right was just one of them tracks that I just had to create, bro, because the album was so deep.
Yeah. Loving it. I have awakened. I am keep evolving. Nothing can stop my mission in this lifetime.
an image. Some people wanna be accepted because they feel the need to have something to prove. Sometimes the greed of money make them insane, but don't want nobody to be above their name. But all in all, what's the root to this struggle and pain? Yeah, money won't save you, the church won't save you. Holding on to the 3D world won't save you, won't save you. Yeah, thinking you smarter than everyone won't save you, because the root to your struggle won't go. Root your evil, your greed, root you think you know it. Your pain will drive you crazy. Your God won't save you, because He won't save you. Some people wanna be rich. What's the root? Some people wanna have an image. What's the root? Some people wanna be accepted. What's the root? Because they feel the need to have something to prove. What's the root? Sometimes the greed of money make you insane. What's the root? Hey, what's the root? Whatever inside you is your root. What's the root? Gotta trust ourselves.
Yeah, with that song, you could tell I was feeling the groove. I was like, yo, whatever I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna sing. And the intuitions, everybody have intuitions and discernments when they come to their life. Like the things that you might think might not be for you, and deep inside, you know it ain't good for you, and you still go for it. Man, that shit ain't good for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that look good ain't good. Everything that tastes good ain't good. Everything that's perceive itself to be an image you think is good based off the perception that you have for that person instead of the person actually showing you how they move. That's your intuition telling you, you know, your deep intuition saying, yo, don't trust that person. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, people ain't meant to be. I had to learn this. I had to really understand this shit. Most people are not meant to be in your life when it comes to connection or alignment that you need to be with. You have certain individuals who come in your life, and it's sad to say, but they be lessons. They be lessons that you have to learn and able to keep moving through your journey, because you're going to have stumble blocks in your journey, because the finish line, I still have yet to understand what's the finish line, what's the finish goal. But I know through this journey, it'll be things that try to stop you from getting to your destination. And whatever the destination is, whatever you feel what it is, that's your destination. But at the same time, your intuition, your discernment have to be on a point where you just can't trust everybody. You just can't be like, oh, she pretty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she the one. Because words can be deceiving, but actions can be what that person is. You know, actions show what that person is. So you just can't, you just gotta have discernment and make sure you trust what your intuitions is telling you. Because what your intuition is telling you is the inner source that is you. Because everything that happens, everything that you perceive is you. Everything gonna always come back around to you. And you gotta have that full knowing that that's what it is. And once you find a like-minded people that are on your level and your frequency and your vibe and your vibrations, you're gonna be like, okay, my essence, my tribe.
My essence, my purpose is deeply rooted. My essence, my purpose is deeply rooted.
I can't go back to my old self like they want me to. I've seen so many other versions of the universe, but it's you. My tribe, come to me. My tribe, come to me. Let's shine. Glow in nature. Glow with the sun.
My essence, my purpose,
Come to me.
my purpose, my essence,
Come to me.
my essence, my purpose, my essence, my purpose. Learning is my way of life. Playing in the dirt at the age of 5, not knowing I was guarded. My tribe come to me, together more powerful than apart. 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 My essence, my soul.
Yeah, so that song was basically talking about, it was talking about a deep personal connection to the root and support system, the tribe, the practical, the parentical is the key. Like when I was telling y'all about the community, it's not going to be everybody is on one movement. It's going to be selective, separate tribes, everybody doing and having one person, not one person as a leader, but one person can oversee each plan in each of the tribes. So that's what I was trying to convey in that song. That essence of you understanding that it takes a tribe to create a village where like-minded people can move in ways that we don't have to be with this system. This shit is deep. This whole album is deep, bro. Like I just don't. I feel like we so used to surface level shit in the industry that we sometimes miss out on the importance of good soul albums. You know what I'm saying? We so looking at the mainstream as they the key to actually finding good music. No, the underground is popping more than ever. You know what I'm saying? The underground music is popping more than ever. We are really putting in hard work with these songs we make. And find an artist that is not mainstream. It's not that hard. I was able to find many artists that was not signed to the industry, and they sound just as good or maybe better than the mainstream artists. It don't take that much of a search, honestly. It's right there in your face. It is for you to click on that video and see if you like it or not. But people are so used to everybody, the industry telling them, "Oh, Gorilla, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B." That's all y'all want to hear. That's what y'all choosing to hear. So don't never say music is dead. You better be specific and say mainstream music is dead, because music all over the world that's actually underground is popping more than ever. And I'm standing on that shit. I'm standing on that shit. Straight up. Yeah, facts, Abraham. I'm standing on that shit because we put hard work into our songs, and we never sold our soul and never will sell our soul. And that's why I kind of look at some of these indie artists who do try to sign with the industry. I look at them sideways. I'm saying, what is your real passion behind it? Because you can actually get more money by being independent than signing with the industry with a 360 deal. They don't want to talk about it like that though. They don't want to talk about it like that. They see the glamours and lights and think, oh, that's how they're gonna be able to shine. No, it comes down to if you really want to do the music shit, it comes down to you owning your shit. That's gonna be the key. Owning your shit and able to profit off of it, so you have to work no more in a regular so-called job. But at the same time, you also have other artists who don't want to do that other side as well by making it a solely uh monetary gain. They just love making music and doing it for the love of the music, and they'll be able to balance out a 9 to 5 and still make good music. That's what I'm on. I don't really want to bank off this job like that. I just want to make music because I love music, and I was young, and I was able to understand sound and rhythm based off. I don't know how the fuck I was able to do that, but it was just a gift that I had ever since I was young. Beatboxing on a little recorder thing, and it's like, beatboxing and shit. That just sounded like a rhythmic song for real. And I was like, damn, how I able to do that at a young age, at 9 or 7. And it is evolved to a way where I was able to create albums and songs, and here we are today. I'm making concept soul albums, R&B soul albums, and able to convey an expression in a way where people can understand. Some will like it and some won't. And that's another thing. I don't care about people loving it or hating it, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to understand what an artist doing, and how every artist is not the same as the artist you have in your head about your playlist. And there's another thing. If your playlist the same thing, like if every artist on your playlist is almost similar, man, your playlist trash to me. Like, but let's get back to this song called the song I'm gonna play is called Soul Rich, and it goes back to the inner wealth. What I was just telling people about the inner wealth of you not seeing materialistic things as a way of higher living, a higher essence of living, because the higher essence of living is you able to provide for yourself, protect yourself, and have awareness that you ain't gonna let nobody take anything away from you that you work hard for. and knowing your worth when it comes to connections and individuals that you come across in your journey. That's the soul rich that I'm talking about, and a lot of people, they want to flock to these celebrities as the way of they have a successful life based off of monetary gains. But no, they go through shit that they can only wish they can go through what we go through. You know what I'm saying? They sold their soul, so they go through rituals and witchcraft type shit that almost destroy their being. So it's basically a spiritual, emotional abundance that I want people to understand with this song. And that's why I put an album, because I was going through something too. Like I said, I got in an accident with the car in 2023. And I was like, okay, I gotta walk around everywhere and shit like that. So based off little surface level shit like that, I was able to have a deep understanding of why I was going through that. And it just brought out songs, man. So if you go through pain and struggle and confusion, sometimes you create some of the best songs. And this what the fuck this is.
I wake up every day, first to say, grand rising. I am grateful for the essence. I know to say that everything I can have is already for me. It's no hope. It's a knowing. My soul is so rich. My soul is so rich. I don't even need fancy cars. I don't need name brand clothes. Hoes. My
Yeah, so you could tell that song showed a lot of emotion about me actually finding out, well, not finding out, but actually really tapping into that aspect of, the inner wealth, the inner, the inner essence, the inner satisfaction, that it's not about money and cars and clothes. And sometimes, the woman that you want to attract to, it's about the inner standing of self, man. Because like I told you, like I tell people, everything will always come back around to them and what the things that affect them and what things that they have passion for. You got to understand that, and it's always a constant battle, but you must have that balance of understanding that shit, because it's deep. It's deep, man. It's this grown folks music. Facts, Abraham. Your soul is rich, for sure. For you to be single for what, 7 years, your soul is rich. You understand your worth. You know that it's not going to be any woman that's going to come across you and you just going to want to fuck and want to be with her. It's about understanding that self, understanding the essence from within you, and she understanding the essence of herself to create that union, that abundance union that could create a generation of like-minded beings when it comes down to that shit. And that's what the government, that's what the system don't like. They don't like for us to elaborate, to connect, to align to something like that. So they create all this bullshit on TV and music to stop that shit, to stop the growth and the involvement of us. And no lie, they did a good job. They did a good job, man. Cause they did kind of low-key stagnated us to like, damn, some of these females are acting like the same females across the street, man. They all act the same a little bit, but you got a select few that don't act the same, and that's a sad case, because the females used to be about growth, nurture, understanding a man, wanting to provide in a way of doing their part in the family. Shit is deep, bro. I don't make songs to make it. This don't come from me. This shit come from source. I know for a fact it do. I cannot create songs. I tried one time. I tried to create a song. And I'm like, okay, let me create one right now. I can't do it. This shit comes at a time where I can't even explain, man. It comes from source. Whatever the power. And it's not even outside myself. It's within myself. But at the same time, whatever that is, I have no control over it. I'm just a person that can create and express whatever the message need to be heard. Somebody's going to hear it. It don't matter if it's one person. Somebody's going to hear it one time, one day. Somebody's going to hear a snippet riding around the car. Somebody's going to see it and click on it for at least 1 minute. But that frequency is so powerful that 1 minute can change that person's whole perspective, man. Shit is deep. I don't think people understand the power of frequency vibrations. That's why I feel like music is one of the important things that they use. They keep pushing music. That's why they have all these award shows. They push music the most out of everything that we ever do. They push entertainment and music, man. And I keep telling people that people are, oh, I listen to that all the time. I listen to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, and I listen to that all the time. It don't affect me. Subconsciously, it do. You just don't want to see it. You thinking all guys are same because you listen to a Cardi B song 100 times over. So you thinking each guy's on that level? No. I'm quite sure that the majority of some of these guys are not the same as each other guy. But these females of today, some of them are the same as the last female. And that's a bad balance. That's a bad balance. Shit is deep, man. But let's get into the music, bro. Like I was telling y'all, the songs on called, it was a demo. It wasn't supposed to make the album, but it was a demo saying that I'm at war. And I did a mix to it where I try to adjust the flow, but the aggression of saying we at war mentally, spiritually, and sometimes physically, because they trying to take us out too. That's basically what this song was about. It was about the struggles and the emotional stress that most people go through and it's a shift in energy that you saying that the woman that you deal with or the person that you dealing with, are you ready to ride through this shit? Cause we at war. You know what I'm saying? And I just this is one of the most personal demos that I did off this album. This one and the one called Last Chance. And so yeah, so I'm at war is basically, you know, that for me is a personal yet emotional raw anthem for people that just knowing that it's a war with this shit. But we gotta find balance to know that we're not gonna give up.
I'm at war. I can't lose. I can't let my grip up. They want my soul. They want me to lose my mind. I can't lose myself. If she my peace, then we got to ride. I'm at war. Hey. I'm at war. Hey. Hey. I'm at war. Because she can't let them get her mind. I'm at war every day. Mind, body, soul. I can't let them win. They never had a chance. I am chosen. I am at war. I am at war. They want my people gone. They pull every trick in the book. Our kids misleading them. It's time to leave them now. I'm at war. 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 Yeah. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war. I'm at war. Yeah. I'm at war.
Yeah, so that people that's going through the wars of the mind, the obstacles and the challenges in this world that we go through, and the individual that he's asking in the song is she really to ride through this all? Because you got some females who only want a man for his money, you know what I'm saying, and not understanding the individual or the soul that they're dealing with, and Yeah, so these, like I told you, these songs is it's meant, it was meant for something, or meant for people that's needing to understand that their soul holds weight in this matrix. A lot of people think that the outside of them weighs more than the inside of them. And so this album was saying, yo, look, the shit that you see outside of you can't hold no type of abundance for the shit that's within inside you, that you just got to tap in and see it for what it is. So these songs, these songs was just, I just felt like certain people, they have their favorite albums that when it comes to me, but it's like this album, it had the aggression, the emotion, the songs to smooth your soul, and it had the message for sure. So I feel like this is like top 3 in my catalog, based off the 8 standard tracks, not including the demos, because these songs is very personal. Not from me, but from anybody that source wanted me to convey that message. Because it feel like these songs is for somebody else. It's not. You know, most of the songs not for me. You know, certain songs have certain lyrics where it relates to me, but this album was for somebody else. You know, but at the same time, I still was going through the same similar shit on each of these songs. So I was just glad that I was able to create a body of work where it's solid, and it has no misses, bro. This is a solid album, you know. But it's like I said, it's overlooked by Comic Aggression, it's overlooked by More Than You Can Fathom, but it's better than Bread and Butter, and it's so much better than It's Hot in the Summer, cause those songs are soft compared to what I did on this album. This is heavy. Shit is not meant for the clubs, bro. It's not meant for you to make love to. This shit is meant for you to sit down with yourself and sit the fuck down with yourself and tap into your soul, bro. Tap into that shit. Cause the shit is gonna make you realize that everything that you, when you have yourself. So that's deep. So this next track, man, I'm gonna play. So these next 2 tracks is basically demos, because the album had 8 tracks on it. I played the 8 tracks already. So these next 2 songs are just the demos that didn't make the album. But like I told y'all, these are not as I don't want to say well put together, but these are not the album songs. So judge it for demos, but get the message and understand what was being said and get the flow and the vibe. And we're gonna play this song called Old Man Johnny. And this is a storytelling song. And I learned that from the old heads. They used to, you know, have storytelling songs about legacy and life and stuff like that. Let me play that song.
I seen a man today. It's something about him. His aura. You wouldn't think he hold that much power, because he looked like a man who stands on a corner all day and begging for change. But the story goes like this. He stopped me as I was going into the store. He told me a story of how he was supposed to be rich out the blue. I felt why he stopped me.
So I want to talk about this song before I continue playing it. This song is so cold for me because it's telling a story of a guy who went through all the shit to get the riches, and he just all of a sudden just wanted to talk to me that day walking to the store. So I'm gonna keep it real. This is not a real story, but the way of the songwriting, I was able to write the story like that. It's crazy, and the climax is gonna come, and y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna sense the climax because the instrumental gonna make it to the climax as well, and it's like a alignment to lyrics and hook, and it's just a vibe, bro. Like it's just a vibe, and the reason why I didn't make the album because this was one take. I usually do more than one take on songs when it comes to a storytelling song, and with this one, I just want to do. I did the storytelling, but I didn't want to keep doing it, and it was because it's kind of like a long story, and each note I wanted to make it hit, for the listener. So that takes time to keep doing, bro. Like honestly, I'm not a lazy artist. I just feel like sometimes when it flow, it flow. When if it don't, it don't. So this is one take, and I can't do another take of me saying the same story about like 5 times. So let's get back to the song.
But as the story goes on, he told me he could have been a millionaire, live in a big house, most expensive cars, a lot of women. But something told him this life is not for him. Because you have all those things, it won't make you happy. But he questioned the spirit, and he lost all those things just as quickly as he got it. Because he thought money bring him happiness and solve all of his problems. But he figured out those things don't make you who you are. You have to find yourself. You have to evolve yourself through trials and tribulations. Better life. A question mark on my mind. I said, how you standing on a corner, begging for change, as it seems. He told me, better life is when you at peace with yourself. And I just deserve the planet as one with nature. And then he started to fade away, and I was amazed. Who was he? As I opened my eyes after meditation, I questioned myself and talked to source myself. Hey. So man, that's my reflection. It was me the whole time.
Yeah, so that song so cold, man. For me to be able to to create a story of, of a person actually seeing a reflection of himself through me, um and balancing out the understanding of himself to tell me, and I ask him questions about why he did certain things and the decisions that he made to adapt or to evolve from that situation. It's crazy, man. I don't understand like how artists like me don't get the respect until they gone. Like, but it's crazy. And I don't seek approval at all, but it's just like the negative shit and the toxic shit get the respect of the day of today. But the shit that's actually better for the soul don't get the respect until it's not here anymore. And it's a sad case of ignorance. But yeah, that song "Love," "Old Man Johnny" is a very important song that I wish you would have made an album, but it was a demo. And like I said, the only reason it was a demo because I didn't felt like doing more than one take. And as sometimes as artists, you just get like that sometimes, bro. And shout out to the production because without his production, I won't be able to create that song. But the lyrics is come from source, and I'm just a deliverer, the messenger. Um, so the next song is the last joint from well, not the last joint. It's the last demo from the extended version of Better Days, Better Ways. Cause like I told y'all, I did the standard version first, which was in I think September last month, last 2 years ago. Last month, 2 years ago. And I did a deluxe on this day last year. So basically the album is 2 years old mainly. And the demos came out the year after that because I did another anniversary celebrating that year release. So the demo I played was Old Man Johnny. It has another demo called Last Chance, another demo I have called I Am at War, and another one after that called The Essence. So this last demo from the sessions was called Last Chance, and it basically just sums up the whole story of Better Days, Better Ways. It's actually like an urgent call for the future and a call for the present generation. Because where I'm looking at it right now, the generation, my millennials and the generation after us, we are not taking, we're not standing for too much shit no more. And we at a higher stake than ever. We just don't realize it. Most of us just don't realize it, but the people that's tapped in sees it. So we at a high stake right now with our future, which I don't look to future. I look to what the plan is, what we can do to change today, and today can change for the future generations. But it's a powerful sense of urgency and knowing that is wrapped up into a final demo track. And I put this last because I was at a time I was like, okay, I'm looking at my nieces and nephews, and I'm saying like, damn, their generation really don't really see the essence. They see the essence, but it's like our generation keeping them on hold from really being who they need to be. Because you got some people who go through life putting their kids' life, putting their life into their kids' life. And it shouldn't be like that. You're supposed to let that kid grow, become who they are. And then if you need guidance and wisdom, you give him that wisdom or you teach it to him early. So he wants to go through that. He just evolved from where you left off into a better divine being or a more evolved divine being. Because you did your part as the parent. And this shit is deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I made this song called Last Chance, that basically was the mindset that I had making this record. So it's crazy because I don't think nobody actually making records like this. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it's like, damn, what everybody really thinking about nowadays? You know, this record is talking about the urgency and future of what the fuck we got going on. And that's why I played it last, because I feel like this track needs to be made. And whoever understand it, they gonna get it. And it's not like a regular rinky dinky, song. I don't know if it's pop, soul, or what, but it's I know it's not pop, but it's just like a soulful record in a retro soul way. I put it like that. So I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna try to break it down at the end so people can understand. And this record, I was kind of making it. I was like, okay, when it's all said and done, everybody don't live forever, so I gotta make this record as a way of seeing what the next generation gonna do after what we do. And here it goes, man.
Gonna make it right for the last chance. With all the things I did from the last lifetime, I'm gonna give my people the gems they need. Let the kids see the truth. I wanna see the healing of generational growing pains. If it relates, then I know I did my change. Last chance, 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 last chance. Plant a seed, watch it grow. Give it time to breathe. Give it time for the sun to shine. See it go through the storms. For all of that to still be standing. I did it all right this time for the last time. Because I completed the mission. I did all I can. We was the last generation. Let the kids grow. Star seeds. Birth the greats, greats, birth the greats. Because we know last time, last time, last time, last chance.
Yeah, glad you like that, Abraham. But yeah, so that's basically, if I would have really took time with the demos and got them how I really wanted, this album would have been 12 tracks, and that would have literally been the last track. But I just want to give it like 8 tracks, because I just want leaving people wanting more. I got that from the old school, listen to Curtis Mayfield records and Marvin Gaye. It's crazy because what's going on was like I think seven or 6 tracks, and it was still a classic. So we need to get back to those times, giving less tracks with more. You can give less, but you gotta give more at the same time when you want a classic album, or you want an album with substance, or an album that's leave the listener feel fulfilled with his listen, or with his appreciation of your art. And that's what I try to do, man. I just try to just do it like that, you know, because like I said, I'm old school. I grew up from the old school. Like most people, they grew up, you know, their parents listened to, you know, Erica Badu and most of the '90s songs. But I grew up off Curtis Mayfield, Isaac Hayes, Raphael Sadiq. He in the '90s, but I grew up off him a little bit. This Ozzy Brothers, Commodore. See, I'm from the '70s, the '70s soul. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I came from. But also I took, energy from A. Marie, John Lennon, some rock legends like David Bowie, Rolling Stones, of course Michael Jackson, Prince, Rick James, and all that came together, and I just got my own thing going on, and nobody's like me, and that's why it's kind of hard to really. I can see why it's kind of hard to really get the artistry of me, because you expect that one thing, then I give you something else. You be like, damn, I thought he's about to do something else. Well, don't go looking at an artist thinking he's gonna be for your playlist. But I'm just proud to be able to create bodies of work, and I just want to celebrate this album because I just felt like it's underrated. Everybody always talking about More Than Can Fathom with a song called Ain't No Turning Back, Truth, More Than Can Fathom, Celebrate. Everybody love those songs on the More Than Can Fathom, or they might love Comic Aggression with the songs called Every Day, Change the Game, with The World's a Prison. But it was an album right between that, which was this album, and they had bangers too, and certain people they like certain songs off this, like they like Get Up Do You Right, they like Soul is Rich, Soul Rich, and they like the one called Adapt. But this album has bangers, man, and you can listen to it in your own time. It's on my channel, it's Apple Music, it's everywhere. So this is it. The celebration is over. And I don't know when another album coming out. I just know once I get done with this AI movie called The Frequency, something might come out. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Hurricane, Abraham, anybody who just came through just to look. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all can watch the playback or you can watch it in full again. But this was a celebration for Better Days, Better Ways. This is my third or fourth album. Where I was like, I need to make this album. It was an urgent album. And abundance to everybody, man. I might come back on later for a jam session. I don't know. Or Friday, I might do something. Or I might drop a song. If not, then y'all might get an album like 4 weeks from now or something. But oh yeah, I got to do the Frequency tonight. I got to drop the Frequency episode tonight, episode 8. Y'all look out for that. And yeah, so we vibing, man. I share abundance. Hope y'all have a nice day. I gotta finish my wine and eat my food, bro. I'm out.